Greetings. How do we improve our immune system? How do we prevent infection? Prevent the infection of bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other pathogens. To prevent these, we need to, of course, have a stronger immune system, or in Ayurvedic terms, ojas. So what is a good immune system, or what is good ojas? That is health. Health is having a good immune system. No, health is not having a six-pack or good cleavage or a lot of muscles or being a certain weight at a certain height. This is not health, and it doesn't lead to immunity and good, strong immunity. So a healthy person is or has a strong immunity, a good ojas. And the signs will be radiant skin, brilliant eyes, energy, stamina, endurance, sexual endurance, happy mood, bright mood, clarity of mind. These are all signs of health. And of course, we know the three pillars of health: good sleep, good digestion, and good elimination. So if we don't have good sleep, we don't have good digestion, we don't have good elimination, we're not going to be healthy, no matter what we think. And if we're not healthy, we don't have a good immunity. So everything you can do to make yourself more healthy in the real sense, in the true sense, is building your immunity and ultimately the resistance to any type of infection. We're going to talk in this video about what you can do with your lifestyle, what you can do with your diet, and then we'll also provide some supplement ideas and some herbal remedies that you can do to strengthen and build your immune system, or in Ayurvedic terms, your ojas. So first, we'll talk about your lifestyle. The most important thing you can do to become healthier and happier and have a stronger immune system is to reduce your stress. How do we reduce our stress? Think less, worry less. When we're thinking too much and we're not sleeping well because we're thinking, we're affecting our immune system. When we're thinking too much and we become worried, and we aggravate our nervous system, and our nervous system affects our endocrine system, and our endocrine system is a big part of our immune system. Thus, thinking too much, worrying too much, stressing ourselves is depleting our immune system and making it more ineffective. So, first thing we can do is learn to rest, relax, sleep more, not stay up so late, get to bed earlier, not worry, not think so much. These will be all beneficial to building our immune system. Also, not pushing ourselves too much, pushing ourselves to do too much, pushing ourselves to work too much, pushing ourselves to exercise too much. We should never exert ourselves to the point of depletion, even in exercise. Too much sexual activity, as I mentioned in other videos, is also depleting of our reproductive fluids, which depletes us of our deep immunity, referred to as ojas in Ayurveda. So your lifestyle is very important to have more strength, more endurance, and greater immunity. But also of our diet, avoiding junk food, processed foods, white sugar, and having more immune boosting, strengthening foods. Remember, to build your immune system isn't detoxing. You don't want to detox and juice and fast and skip meals. That's not building your immune system. We have to strengthen and build our immune system. So foods like avocados, bananas, sweet potatoes, dark leafy greens, zucchini, many legumes, particularly mung dal, are building, and all whole grains are building for our system, our body, our muscles. Now, of course, that's why people are avoiding whole grains, because they put on weight. They're building. But also, at this point, we're trying to build. We're trying to strengthen. So if we eliminate all grains, we're going to deplete ourselves not just of the B vitamins that we get from the grains, which will affect our nervous system, which will weaken us, but we're going to be depleting our own muscle tissue and our blood tissue by having nutritional deficiencies. So we want to eat a wide range of foods, fruits and vegetables and grains and some animal protein if it's suitable for your constitution. And particularly ghee or butter is very building for the immune system. And honey is building for the immune system. And of course there's many foods that have antimicrobial benefits like garlic, onion, honey, green tea. And there's many foods with good nutritional benefit and antioxidants like berries and fruit, particularly citrus, can be helpful in helping to strengthen digestion, improve liver function, and support your immune system. Just having lemon with water every day is helpful to build your immune system and help your digestion. And we all know that D vitamin helps build our immune system. And if we're not getting, so the best, of course, is to be in the sun every day for 10 or 15 minutes. But if you can't be in the sun, I recommend you just take cod liver oil. Cod liver oil has been used for thousands of years, and you can take 1 teaspoon a day. We can see on the back it's got a healthy dose of vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E. So you have all of your oil-soluble vitamins there in 1 teaspoon, and you can avoid having to take synthetic D3, which you may know is the main ingredient in rat poisoning. So that's one reason I prefer the ancient cod liver oil method, which many sailors used to do. Another good immune boosting supplement is what the Mediterranean people did, and that was have olive leaf oil. Not olive oil, olive leaf oil. And this also, as it says on here, is very high in antioxidants, and this is strengthening our immune system and avoiding inflammation, pain, and improving our immune function. Now in Ayurveda, the traditional formula to strengthen your immune system is called Chyawanprash. And this is by one brand, this Himalayan Institute. But you can get Chyawanprash in almost every health food store right now. Chyawan, that was his name, and prash means jam. And Chyawanprash has honey, ghee, and herbs, particularly the amlaki fruit, which is very high in vitamin C and antioxidants. So taking 1 teaspoon of Chyawanprash every day is known from over the ages to build strength and immunity. Highly recommended even for children. There's other products on the market which I do like, and this company makes a wellness formula. They make capsules and drops that seem to work quite well. I take their products when I fly on a plane. Of course, taking more probiotics can be helpful. You should get a good company and a wide range of different intestinal flora and not a single probiotic. And particularly if you've had antibiotics in the last 6 months, then you'll need to take probiotics to replenish these healthy bacteria to help defend yourself from the unhealthy bacteria. And then of course there's many herbs. The most common herb in Western tradition is echinacea, and echinacea has a long history of building and supporting the immune system. We can see a tea we have here called Immune Tea number 2. We have a few different ones. Prevents the flu, the cold, and fights minor infections. The first ingredient is echinacea, and then of course peppermint. We have a little hibiscus, lemon peel, licorice root, which also has mild antibacterial, antiviral qualities. Cinnamon, also mild antimicrobial qualities, and cardamom. So this is very nice, pleasant tea and will help to prevent infection. In India, the most commonly used herb to help improve immunity, particularly to avoid respiratory infection, is tulsi. And we can see here on this tea, the first ingredient is tulsi. And there's 3 types of tulsi here, Rama tulsi, Varna tulsi, and Krishna tulsi. and then we back that up with licorice, cinnamon, and ginger. Very nice, very pleasant tea. And if you add a little lemon and honey to it, then you'll have a very nice tea that can strengthen your immunity and help you prevent particularly respiratory infections. So for avoiding respiratory infections, Tulsi is very effective. And this tea with 3 types of Tulsi plus licorice, cinnamon, ginger is very effective, and I'm drinking it every day during the winter. And of course I have a long reputation of not having any colds or flus in my life for many, many years. Here's another formula we have, just called Ayurvedic Immune Formula. This is a different version here. And let's get a focus in there. The first ingredient is Tulsi, again. And we also have Dado Haldi, Kalmeg, Guduchi, there we go, and a little neem. So this, and licorice and cinnamon. So this is a much stronger formula than the previous one because we have neem in here. And neem is a very strong antimicrobial, antibacterial, antiviral substance. So that formula is much stronger. So together, this one of these immune teas, plus even just a 1/4 teaspoon of this in the tea 2 times a day, and you're going to see substantial improvements in your immunity. And even if you were to test your blood, you would see more white blood cell count. And if you were exposed to a lot of people, like children or on a plane, or you're a school teacher or an airline stewardess, and if you take this every day, you'll notice that you're no longer getting infection. Many of my patients just took those 2 products alone and went through the winter and did not get any form of infection. So you don't need all these products, but you should have a few. I would recommend for sure the cod liver oil, maybe one herbal tea. The Chawan Prash is very nice, good for the whole family. Olive leaf, also inexpensive and effective. And I have a few more. Middle Eastern countries use a black cumin seed. So you don't need much. You should mix black cumin seed oil with honey, 50-50. 1/4 teaspoon of each. It's all you need 2 times a day. Very good for improving immunity. They've been taking that for thousands of years. Also, the Chinese, of course, use more mushrooms, mitake mushrooms. We also have mitake mushrooms, reishi mushrooms there. We can see them right there. We also make some other formulas using those. But you could buy them in supplement form too, like here. This is mitake mushrooms in supplement form, and this says that it helps build immunity, and that's very effective. Bee pollen also is very strengthening and building and good for the immune system. Bee propolis, which I don't have here in front of me, is even better for the immune system. Ozone also is more of a Western naturopathic approach, and even colloidal silver once you have an infection. And of course, just taking good whole food vitamins, that can help bring up your vitamin C levels. And there's also natural forms of vitamin D made from mushrooms. But again, you should get a whole food type of supplement and not be purchasing synthetic vitamins. Let's see what else we have here. Well, here's a product I just found in Trader Joe's recently that I thought, well, that would be pretty good. Lemon, ginger, and echinacea. This is it's not organic. It didn't say organic on it, so it wasn't perfect, but I bought it anyway because I felt this is very nice for the family to be drinking, to be building their immune system. And of course, even salt. Gargling in salt every day will help to protect the throat from getting infection. You can also buy type of throat washes like this one here. It also has a little neem in it to help to disinfect the throat. By putting gargling with salt water or gargling with one of these natural herbal mouthwashes, we can fight infection and create defenses right there in our throat. Also, using oils in the nose that can protect the nasal passages where a lot of these bacterial and viral infections are entering, and support the system. It's really what we're doing is helping the immune system to do its job by putting these antimicrobial herbs like in our nostrils and in our throat. And even just cleaning our nasal passages with salt water. That is like in a neti pot, where you pour the warm salt water through your nostril, one nostril, and out the other nostril. This is also cleansing, getting rid of mucus, congestion, and salt itself has a very antimicrobial quality. Oh yeah, here's an oil that's used just for that. It's called anu thylam or anu oil. It's used for colds, congestion, respiratory problems. And here's another formula we have that has ginseng in it. Ginseng, like ashwagandha, it's a strength and energy formula, but there this is ashwagandha. This builds immunity. Elethro, which is called Russian ginseng or Siberian ginseng. Shilajit, which is a mineral sap, and then ginseng root. So ginseng root is another adaptogen that not just gives you energy and stamina, but builds your immune system. Comes in another form here, American ginseng with royal jelly and bee pollen. Another great immune booster and gives you plenty of energy to get you through the day without having to do any coffee. And more oregano oils, more for infection than it is for just pure immunity, but it's good to have around the house. You don't need to have all of these, but you should be taking some on a daily basis, particularly in the winter time, particularly in the spring where the weather is damp and cold and congestive, and people have more susceptibility to respiratory congestion, then thus respiratory infection. You must always keep your respiratory system clear. That's why maybe breathing in eucalyptus oil or even burning sage. You know, I've been burning sage here to disinfect the room. This is also a very good method here. And there's many herbs that you could burn and then inhale to help fight infection. The Native Americans were burning sage and even drinking sage tea to fight cold and the flu. Indians use more neem, burn neem leaves and have tea with neem. Very effective. You can drink these herbal products through the winter, and just that alone, and you can avoid almost all infection. If you change your diet and change your lifestyle and take some of these supplements like Chyawanprash or cod liver oil or olive leaf oil and occasional probiotic, your immune system will be much stronger. But you have to complement these supplements with more rest, less stress, and better eating. And if you do all of these together, I can assure you your immune system will be strong, you will feel more healthy, and you will have much greater resistance to any type of infection. Well, I hope this helped you, and I hope you learned how to strengthen your immunity and avoid infection. Please contact me if you need more assistance in building your immune system and avoiding infection. Thank you very much.